Welcome to Deep Dive with Dr. D. The entire goal of this podcast is to help you see that you have it within you to do amazing things. Over there, you have 25 over here. So let me do my quick intro if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Welcome to Deep Dive with Dr. D. And I always do my shameless plug for my book, Grit Over Shame. You can get it wherever you buy books. Oh, nice. I got Vanna White here. You can get it locally in Ellensburg at Pearl Street Books and Gerald's. You can get it online at geralds.com, amazon.com, ebook on Kindle and Apple Books. And you can get the audiobook with yours truly narrating on Audible. And this one is in it a lot. Here, look at this one. So I have with me my special guest today. Okay, so she's...
I don't even know what camera to look at.
That one.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's posing. See? Getting this one, a picture of her in the wild, as I say.
No.
Without her posing, I love doing it. But it's a rare opportunity because if there's a camera on her, she's smiling. So I have with me my wife, Katrina Douglas. And I'm going to let her introduce herself. But I have, like I do with my guest, I have some questions. Likely we will not get through all of these. I like to keep this, less than an hour-ish. So we're just going to see where it goes. Some themes are our story together, her recovery and growth, her work and calling, philosophy and fun. And then I'll ask my two closing questions that I always like to ask each guest. So, Katrina. Now, this is a podcast, so this goes out to the world. So some people, I always assume everyone knows me, and they don't. And so introduce yourself to the world on Deep Dive with Dr. D.
My name is Katrina Douglas, and I am a preschool teacher. Like, do I say what I do?
Yeah, say whatever you want, personal, professional.
Preschool teacher for I'm going into my 5th year. And prior to that, I worked for the city at the Adult Activity Center for about 12 years. And then even prior to that, I worked in Yakima at an assisted living facility. So I enjoy being with my dogs, being with my husband right here. Laughing, having fun. I love my garden, looking at my garden, sitting outside in the sun when it's really warm, and just enjoying the fresh air. And yeah.
Okay. No, that's good. So, so you're a preschool teacher and a preschool owner. I think it's important to note that.
I am an owner.
You have built it from the ground up to be the amazing place it is for children to learn and grow. So that's commendable. And then you worked for the Adult Activity Center for 12 years. So
I love I teach jazzercise.
Yes, you do.
And I love yoga.
Yes, you do. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And let's do this. Let's get into some of these questions because I think that'll help facilitate some conversation.
Okay.
So we'll start with the theme of these questions are your story together, our story.
Okay.
So we've known each other over 20 years.
Yes.
Friends first. We were friends for over a decade. Now life partners. I said, you got me for life. And this is it. You're the one for me and I'm the one for you, hopefully forever. Okay. What do you think kept pulling us back into each other's orbit all those years?
I think, sharing recovery with each other. And also we built a really good friendship. And so I think that, the foundation is our friendship, and then we turned into partners.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. I think it was, so those that don't know, me and Katrina have known each other since 2001. We were friends for, like I say, about a decade before we even contemplated dating. And we met in the recovery community and were friends for a long time, still are. But...
Well, and I think too, just going through life, because I basically I grew up at Cosmopolis, Washington, but when I turned 18, I moved to Ellensburg, and that's where my next, growth as an adult happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and just the ups and downs of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now this year will be 13 years
13
married,
years. And
14
14
years together, and known each other for 20-something years.
Yeah.
Long time. And then for those that don't know, we have an adult son. I have a son from a previous marriage, Tyler. And we have 2 grandsons, Alaric and Anthony, and Katrina's been in their lives their whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anthony was a toddler. Was a baby. Was a toddler.
Was.
Well, you've known him though.
Yeah.
Since
I mean,
forever.
yeah.
You've known
Yeah.
Tyler forever.
Yeah.
We don't have any children together, and we kind of say now her kids are her preschool kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, let's try it. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Okay, which one?
If you had to explain our relationship in 3 words, what would they be?
Fun.
Okay.
Teamwork.
Oh, yeah.
And fun, teamwork, and happy.
Yeah, fun is true. It reminds me of, so we went to a concert last night at the Gorge, and this hanging out with this one's always an adventure. So she's sitting there, we're sitting in our lawn chairs listening to the music, and she whispers over to me, she's like, honey, I think I'm going to go get those chicken strips. I've been thinking about them ever since we got here. I'm like, well, go get the damn chicken strips. Well, and I think I might get some popcorn too. I'm like, go get some damn popcorn. That's just a little small snippet of what it's like hanging out with this one.
Oh, I love food.
Did you like your chicken strips?
Yeah, those were actually
They were
good
really
chicken strips. You would think they would be kind of like overcooked,
No.
and even the fries were good.
Yeah.
So popcorn was way too salty.
Yeah.
And it didn't have enough butter.
But she was contemplating those chicken strips for an hour. They had been there for an hour.
No, we had been there for a couple hours.
Oh, well.
Because I ate those tacos, but I was still kind of hungry. But I'm kind of paying for it today. So.
Okay, and you said another word, teamwork, and that's
teamwork. I think is hands down number one.
That's probably the core of our relationship.
Yeah,
we've been through stuff as you go through things, good, bad, and ugly. I think about walking through hospice care with Mom. Mm-hmm. She was a rock, like just side by side. I'll never forget when your grandma passed. It's like, okay, we're getting in the car and we're going over there.
Mm-hmm.
The preschool, when she said she wanted to start a preschool, I said, okay, we're starting a preschool.
Yeah.
Going through my doctoral process. Ooh, that was crazy. Yeah. All of my stuff that I wanted to do. We're always a team. And that's how we always do things in our life as a couple and in our relationship at its core is we're always a team. And you said fun, and you said one other thing.
Happy.
Yeah.
I bring happiness to you, honey.
A lot of happy comes through this one. Yeah, for sure. Okay, this is great. Oh, okay. You can ask me this one too.
Okay.
What's one thing you've learned about yourself from being married to me? Be gentle, it says in parentheses. Or not.
My first thought was, let it go. Just let it go. Because usually what I found in relationships is it's not whatever your partner is going through or your friend or whatever it may be, it's usually not about you. It's about their own stuff. And so I've really had to learn to work on just David is who David is, okay? I can't control him. Can I tell him what to do? Yeah. Does he listen? Sometimes. But just let it go. It's okay. And it will pass. That's the other thing is it passes, and it's not all about me.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask me the question.
Okay. So, honey.
Yes.
What's one thing you've learned about yourself from being married to me? Be gentle.
Yeah. To love unconditionally.
Yeah.
I think about she has this ability, and now I've taken it on to we have conflict and then we just let it go. Yeah. We don't carry stuff. We don't carry things. And I don't know if it's that I've learned this about you, but I think also from your parents in some ways is that I've been in some relationships. I've been in some marriages. Those that know our path, this is her first marriage. This is my fourth. There you go. But this is my first relationship marriage that splitting up or taking a break has never been an option. Mm-hmm. We're in it to win it. We're in it forever. And I think I've learned some of that stability from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, so our next section, actually, you pick a section of questions, Miss Katrina Douglas. Recovery and growth, work and calling, philosophy and fun. Which one?
Let's do work and calling.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
You're a preschool owner, operator, educator, and heart on the sleeve advocate for children. Mm-hmm. That's just beautiful. What fuels your passion on the hard days?
That whatever the child is experiencing at that time is temporary. It's just a blip in their path. So if the student's having a lot of emotions, or the day is just chaotic, guess what? Tomorrow's a new day. And we just move on from the previous day and we restart.
Yeah, you do that really well.
Yeah, I really try, and I say that to parents also.
Yeah, you do.
You always have to have a plan B, and sometimes you're on plan D also. And I think too, this profession has really taught me to be flexible. To meet the child where they're at. And some days we need to laugh, we need to have fun, we need to be silly. Other days we need to be outside more. It just depends on, where the students are at for the day.
You do really well with that. Because I'm like, send them home. And you're like, just go away.
Yeah. And this is probably one of the questions, but I really have a passion for social and emotional growth within every student who comes to Sunflower. Yeah. That is like our foundation. I cannot say that enough, is teaching our students how they feel, self-regulation, communicating with me, with their friends, with their parents. Problem-solving skills. We really worked on that last year, and that was a game changer in the classroom. And I just, and I've told David this before. First, when students first come to Sunflower, it is social-emotional growth is number one. We spend 6 to 8 weeks, and that doesn't mean that we forget about it after those 6 to 8 weeks. We keep going with it. But it's just that social emotional part for 6 to 8 weeks, and then I slowly bring in the academic. However, if the student is still having a hard time social emotionally, then we need to backtrack a little bit, reteach some of that social emotional stuff, practice it, and then eventually they'll get to the academic part.
Yeah, you said it well this last year. It was really short and sweet. It's like, you have to have the social emotional learning in place before you can expect a child to learn academically. Yeah. And that was beautiful. And you do that really well.
Yeah. That's just so important.
I'm going to ask one more of these. Oh, here we go. If you could write a message to every parent who walks through your preschool door, what would it say?
Be gentle with yourself. When raising your child, because you are not the only one who is going through that early childhood phase, and that there are parents also that are going through the same things as you are. So I think too, last year I started a parent huddle group, and this year I'm going to work on a little bit more, but really parents sharing like what's going on at home and how we can all work together to help each other. Because like they say, it's true. It takes a village to raise a child. And I feel so grateful to be part of each one of Sunflower students' village, and that parents are allowing me to be a part of that. But that we're all in this together, and we're all experiencing those same things.
And I think I've seen you do this really well. Like we have developed relationships with our alumni now,
Yeah.
kids, with their parents and
Yeah.
the community. But you do that really well in that, the kids don't just come here and then you send them home. You talk to the parents
Yes.
regularly. You
Yeah.
communicate with those parents that want
Yes.
to, and you develop
Mm-hmm.
those relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And that parent huddle, I think, was a really cool thing.
Yeah.
And that's once a month. Any of the parents can come and they'll just maybe have open free conversation, or Katrina will give some kind of lesson or a topic. And it's an opportunity for parents. I think the key thing to know they're not alone.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
there are other parents that have the same struggles, the same successes. And that's a really cool thing that brings the community together.
And also that, I think too is that I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I really try to, if a parent needs to talk, I'm here for you. I hear you. I understand. I can see it. And also that, have fun. This is this is these are the times, 3 to 5 or even 2 to 5, 2 to 6. It's just like this time in your child's life where they're just like learning new things and they're developing this vocabulary. And I've had parents come home and say, oh, my child was talking to me about, we do a lesson on 5 senses, and they were explaining each of their 5 senses and how it relates to their bodies and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, those kind of things. And I want to say one more thing is, I was, we did like a play group outside of Sunflower. And one of the parents said it well, is that Sunflower teaches their students, how to be confident and independent. And I thought that was really, really powerful because that's another one that I love teaching, is those skills, like how to put on your shoes, how to put on your coat,
how to open their little snack stuff, how to get their own snack up, how to hang up their, I think that is, it seems really small, but it's powerful stuff. That teaches them independence.
And that gives them confidence.
Yeah.
And, when we go to the library and stuff, Sunflower students, they'll go up, they have enough confidence to go up to other kids at the library and say, hey, do you want to play? And just having those skills to be confident in themselves to interact with other kids.
Very good. The next section, actually you pick, so we got 2 sections left.
No, you pick one now.
You want me to pick one? Okay. Let's go to recovery and growth. Because you just celebrated this year 26 years in recovery. Yes, I did. What's something that still surprises you about your journey? Thinking about being a person in long-term recovery.
Just every year how life has its challenges, but there's also these beautiful moments. And I know being in recovery allows me to see those moments. Like the dreams that you've always had. I've dreamt about being a teacher, maybe owning my own preschool, doing these things. And it's
now you do.
True. Yeah.
It's coming true.
It is true.
You did it.
Yeah, it is true.
That's pretty powerful.
And I think too, believing in myself that I can accomplish this. Because I remember when I started going back to school in 2018 to get my teaching certificate, I had one class, and it was a math class. And I was deathly afraid of math. Well, guess what I did my master's on? My master's thesis and all that was centered around math. So it's conquering those fears, and I'm able to do that with confidence in recovery.
Yeah. What's been your biggest struggle as a person in recovery?
I think my self-esteem and knowing that I'm good enough and that I'm okay the way that I am, that God made me. Yeah, I think that's taken me a long time.
Well, you're pretty confident.
Well, yeah, some days. No. Some days are.
You're kind of cocky sometimes. You're not going to show them your guns? Huh? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. You're around families, kids, and chaos daily. How do you protect your peace and stay grounded in recovery? This is a great opportunity to talk about how because you do this well, I think.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, I work out. I work out 5 days a week. I teach jazzercise and I go to yoga. Yoga is to calm my mind and my body. I love to clean. I know it annoys my husband. I understand that. But I am telling you, cleaning is my therapy. At the end of the day, I like quiet my mind. I'm using my vacuum that I just love so much.
Sometimes I wonder how much can actually be vacuumed downstairs, but I'm going to tell you, she'll tell you a lot.
Yeah, because there's a lot of dog hair.
So cleaning, yoga, jazzercise.
I need to remember to be around other people, leave my house.
Yeah.
Engage with friends, go to coffee with friends. I love going to church every Sunday. I love meeting with my friend Duana from church and other people.
Friend Carrie?
Oh, my teacher friend Carrie. Yep, I enjoy.
Bunko.
I go to Bunko. I started doing that. I really had to learn even more self-care living where I work. And that sometimes I'll even tell David, okay, we got to go for a drive. Yeah. Time to leave the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I've said this to you, but I really admire you for how you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You do a really, really good job. Yeah. You're pretty stinking cute, too. Okay.
Oh, and I finally have my migraines under control, so that's been really good, too.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial break here.
Huh. Okay. Welcome back.
All right, this is, well, they won't know.
Are we going to cut that out?
No, I think I'll just keep it in. So last section, and then we'll do 2 closing questions I ask every guest. Philosophy and fun.
Yeah.
Okay. What's one life lesson you think every woman in recovery needs to hear, especially those balancing work, family, and healing?
I think it goes back to being kind to yourself. Knowing that you can't get everything done in one day. And for me, I have really high expectations on myself. And I've had to learn to let those expectations go, and that, you work slowly towards those goals and expectations. And I used to have really negative self-talk, like I'm fat, I'm ugly. I was teased in school too. So that contributed to it also. But also, I've done a lot of counseling. I think that's important. I had to learn how to communicate, use my words, just like I teach at preschool, and just be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think we're our own worst critics sometimes,
yeah.
And that's really, really hard.
And I've witnessed you over the 20-something years I've known you mentor a lot of young women.
Oh, thank you, honey.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like Cassie's coming today. Yeah. You've really mentored her, and look at her and her life. And I know if she was here, she would be nodding her head that you're that beam of light, that beacon of light out ahead, shining the road for others. And like with Jaden and Lauren. And I think of like when I worked at the Adult Activity Center, a lot of the AmeriCorps people that I mentored. And I really love mentoring. I love really doing that. I love teaching older people things. You are truly, this is a great question, one of the most passionate, bright, shining light people I know. Drives me nuts. She is, though. What's something that lights you up that most people wouldn't expect?
That's a hard question. Oh, I don't know. Just what's something that lights you up that most people
maybe that would surprise people to hear about you.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, just waking up every morning, being able to wake up and do the things that I get to do. Or shopping.
Yeah, she likes to shop. I don't think that would surprise anyone.
What do you think, honey?
Well, I think just the simplistic nature is good. That you can't get out of a Costco without opening your trail mix.
I'm just kind of quirky sometimes, okay?
Kinda. Okay. All right. We're 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, I'm just,
You're a different bird.
Okay, so here's one thing. Okay, so I really enjoy every weekend. It's not a huge reset, but I reset the school. Like I reorganize things. I get things ready. And for me, that lights up my life, that when the kids come in and see that, they're like, oh, Miss Katrina, they notice those things. And they notice that I take time to do that. And I think that, And,
Good.
the other thing, this one little boy, actually, there were three of them. Remember when we did that circle this summer?
Yeah.
And Miss Katrina went in there?
Yeah.
And this one, so I just met this one little boy this summer. He was a great kid. And he says to me,
You can say his name.
Yeah, Wilder.
Yeah.
And he
Wilder.
was like, Dr. D said, like, what's one thing you really like about Miss Katrina? And he said, she's kind and that she likes everybody or something like, yeah. And I was like, oh, wow. That made me feel good that I put out that energy, I know I do, but, sometimes. Yeah.
Good. Okay, we're going to wrap it up.
Oh, no, we're going to wrap it up, honey.
Boy.
Already? You don't have more questions for your wife?
Okay, that's going to be really loud. Okay, all right. Okay, what is something you've always wanted to ask me?
Ooh. Okay, when you're really stressed out in your mind, what is going on with your files?
There's a lot of fear.
Okay.
I struggle with uncertainty.
Uh-huh.
But usually when I'm really, really stressed, it depends on what the topic is. Like sometimes it's control. I fear losing control. I fear losing relationships or friendships. It's fear of losing something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my files are kind of freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about my files because so when I'm really stressed, I hear your cat outside
I do
the
too.
door. That's what usually what's going on.
It's the fear.
There's
like
some
your
kind of fear
going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. Final question. This is your opportunity to give something to the world. And it's, what piece of hope or wisdom would you give to the world?
Be yourself. It is okay to be who you are. Yeah. You don't need to mask it or hide behind it. Just be you.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. You guys, there's something about me that you might not know. I sometimes make up my own vocabulary. Okay?
I think they know that.
And I own that I do that. And that's a unique part of me, and I'm okay with that.
That's a good one.
That
was great.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you for having me.
Love you, boo-boo.
Love you.
Thanks for listening to Deep Dive with Dr. D. You can follow me on my other social media channels by clicking the link in the description.